Hello, everyone. We appreciate your company. Thank you so much for making time to join us for this special show, In the Eye of the Elders. This is the first episode of this kind of show, whereby we're going to be hosting our old man, Ja Kindube, who will be helping us to look into our past in order for us to understand our present and be able to reset our future. We'll be having these special shows to see to it that we bring up to speed all of us so that we have a proper understanding. We are as strong as the depth of our roots and our ability to interpret our current state of affairs in order for us to be armed and ready for the future. And so we have people out there who want to, uh, make us believe that the past doesn't matter as long as we are going into that future. But attached to our past is our future. Just like every tree has its roots, without the roots, the tree will not continue being alive and growing strong. So are our lives, so are our existence, either as individuals or as communities or as a society or as a nation. All of those different segments of life have a way of us being attached to our past for us to understand our present and be able to reset our future. Our guest is trying to get in, and let's give it some moment. He will soon be here. Jakindube, you are in, but your device is not well connected. Please make sure you allow StreamYard to control your camera and control your audio. Device not well connected. Jakindube, if you can get me, please make sure that you allow StreamYard to control your camera and your audio. Thank you very much for every effort you're making. We're waiting for you. And the way to join the show today is not by entering the studio, but you follow up into the comment section. I want you to put in your questions, your responses. Let us know where you're watching us from. Tell us if you're able to get us loud and clear, or if there are some issues, let us know what to do. I mean, let us know so that we can fix whatever challenges you may be facing in getting us. Thank you, all of you that are joining us. We have PG Games. We appreciate you. Bono Chieng, we appreciate you. Buisa M. Buisa, asante sana. Hello to you. Dan Kinyifia Jr., I salute you. Thank you so much. The link is restricted to the guest only so that he will be responding to your questions. So I want us to post questions in the comments, questions about the past of this nation, how it's affecting our present, and how do we ensure that we reset our future rightly. It is that important. So thank you Fabian Andriano Ndani kutoka Kilifi. Asante sana. Karibu kwa show kila mmoja. Angie, Angela, thank you so much watching from Harambe. We appreciate you. Karibu kwa show kila mmoja. Jakindube, you are logged in with two devices. Both of them are not well connected. Please get out and then connect properly. We are waiting for you. Thank you for the effort. Please keep trying. We are waiting for you to come and help us navigate through our lives as individuals and as a nation. Well, the history of this nation has its positive part and has its negative part. And some of us that are born in between, we find it very hard to navigate to the proper past and then be able to interpret our present in a way that will help us be able to predict the future or even be set for that very future. And so all those questions, I want you to bring them forth. What is it about this country that you don't understand? Why is it that there is animosity between communities or between different political persuasion? Why has the pursuit for political leadership become an issue of life and death? There are many things that are, are not like other nations. Other nations don't fight to their throat in the name of wanting to be president or wanting to be a leader. What is unique about our Kenya situation and what are the causes of those things? I believe those are questions that you need to get answers to. And so as Mzee tries to get in, please let's be patient with him and keep inviting somebody to join into the discourse. We must get answers to our questions for us to be a people that are well informed and therefore ready for the future. Information, we are in the information age. This is a moment when you cannot afford to be ignorant on any matter. And right answers are products of right questions. And so until you begin to ask right questions, you can't get right answers. So I want those right questions to begin to come in as Mzee Jakindube tries effort to come in. He's in the UK and I don't know what's happening today, but he's trying, his device is not connecting rightly. But as soon as he connects, he will be ready to respond to your questions. So put your questions into the comments and don't forget to let us know where you're watching from. We have Ometa Ondari watching live from Nairobi, Mombasa Road, City Cabanas. Thank you very much. WN Loisa, thank you for joining. Honorable Elkana Ombui, we salute you. I am from Machakos University. We need to interview incoming MCA. Good, good, good. If you are able to inbox me your details, we will be able to do that. We have that offer, and so you are most welcome, Honorable Elkana Ombuyi. Duncan Odinka, thank you so much. Ndani hapa BS, karibu kabisa. Dan Kinyithia Jr. watching from Lam every day. But I am Maria, whichever the case. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Let's keep moving. We have Tom Nyaoke, Honorable Tom Nyaoke from North Nyakach. Thank you. We are happy that you are watching. All of you that are joining us, we are in for a treat, our special program, In the Eye of the Elders, a question and answer show looking at our past to understand our present and reset our future. Chief guest is Jakindube, our old man, who will be responding to our questions. And our really interest is to help especially the millennial young people to come to terms with where we are coming from in order for them to understand where we are, and so they can be part of resetting the future that we want to live for our children and our children's children. Thank you so much, Alfred Makotsi. Thank you so much for joining. Let us know where you are joining us from and keep inviting somebody to join. We'll soon be joined by our old man, Jakindube, who will be helping us into seeing and helping us see this nation from the eye of the elders. We seem to have a generation that has a problem with the past. I don't know about you, but it is not very easy to relate a particular clique of young people to appreciate our past. And so they want a future that has no past and has no present, and that is very confusing. And so this is part of what explains the kind of things that are happening to families, things that are happening to our schools, things that are happening to individual. We had a case of a young man, pulling down the entire of their house because he has been denied to get married at the wrong age. He's underage. He's dropping from school, and then when the parents call him to order, he gets furious and tears down the house for the family. Now, these things are not normal. In the past, things were not happening like this. People were under control, people were under order, people had respect for the elders, and the society had everything well coordinated. What is happening? What is tearing our society fabric apart? I believe these are some of the things that we need to address in order for us to be set for where we are going. Just, hoping for the best and doing the worst will not change anything. So wherever you're joining us from, please, let's keep sharing. Let's keep inviting guys. Jakindube is still to join. His devices seem to have a problem, but we look forward to getting him in, and he will be set to begin to give us the Kenyan story, both what you have heard and both what you have not heard before, in the light that will help you and me appreciate the farther we have come, and how do we make right what is wrong in order for us to anticipate a future that is palatable for all. Kenya for all Kenyans is the only Kenya that will work. A society that has segregation, deviation from taking advantage of others, a commitment to see to it that we, deprive others so that others can profit. This has been part and parcel of our existence as a nation. But look where it has taken us. We are almost 60 years of independence, yet we are still fighting the things that we started this country fighting. What went wrong? What happened? We need to look at our past to understand our present and be able to reset our future. So let's do this. Let's make sure that it happens. Thank you very much, wherever you are. T Tour, thank you so much for joining. Nyam Sosi, thank you so much for joining. Vicky, thank you for joining. Say watching live from Homa Bay County, Asumbi, thank you. We salute you. Tochi Karen Mose from Doha tuned in. Thank you so much for joining. We salute you. We look forward for a great time together. And I can see questions. Post questions in the comments, questions about our past, our present, and our future. What kind of Kenya do you want to see? What do you anticipate after the 2022 elections? Will we be going forward or be going backward? Are we fixed? Are we in a fix as a nation, or we can get out of where we are and have a nation that we'll be proud of? These are questions that some of us find it difficult to address or even allow it to stay on our minds, because we feel like they are too overwhelming, and looking at them will disturb our peace, will disturb our comfort. And that is one way of you getting defeated even before you try out. But if we can begin to talk about it, we'll be able to get it done no matter what. So let's ensure that we do that. Jakindube, your device is not well connected. Please try again. Make sure that you allow the StreamYard to control your camera as well as your audio. Please do that through the link that I've sent you, and you will be connected rightly. If you're able to get me, Jakindube, please organize your device. You can restart if you're using phone, restart the phone first, and then use the link from the WhatsApp and then join. We are waiting for you. The whole world is waiting for you here. Let's do it. Thank you. Thank you. I salute you all that are joining. David Omondi, we appreciate you for sharing your link. Whichever the case, remember, Mtembei TV is all about us being Kenyans and a community that helps one another. So if somebody wants you to like their video or subscribe to their channel, please don't ignore. Let us all support one another, build this channel to be a worldwide global family where we are all valuing and supporting one another for the growth and the betterment of a people. Remember, a better world requires better people. A better nation requires better citizenry. So the more we are caring, the more we are committed to supporting one another, the better we grow as a nation. We will not be made one by sharing ID, will not be made one by sharing the national anthem, will not be made one by sharing the flag, will be made one by caring one for another, being a helping hand one for another. And it begins with small things, just like liking the video, sharing the video, subscribing on the channel. Your interest into one another is all that makes us unique as a nation. And so we shouldn't shy into supporting one another in the most little way. Whatever difference you can make in somebody's life, don't hesitate to do it, because that makes a big difference in the entire world. So please, let's do that. Let's work towards ensuring that Jakindube is still connecting. His device has issues today, but we look forward for him to get it done. We hope that he will do that in good time. But no matter what, Kenya is ours and we must make it better. And so whatever suggestions you have for this particular program, specifically in the eye of the elders, if you have an elder you would suggest for us to host, also you're free to do so. Do that in the comments. If you think the past is irrelevant, we should just concentrate on the future, please also make us know by placing it in the comments. We really want to hear from you and what you think about what we are doing. In the Eye of the Elders is a show that seeks to help us understand our past, to make sense of our present, and be able to reset the future. As much as we are consumed with the future, we will not have a right future without us being able to make sense of the present as it relates to the past. I believe life is like crossing a river, okay? When you're crossing a river, the bridge has to, there has to be a bridge that links you from where you're coming from to where you are going. Without this bridge in between, it will be impossible for you to cross from one end to the other end. So it is that way with life. Even as we make decisions on the elections outcome, decisions on changing various aspects of our lives, it is important that we are able to make sense of our past, make sense of our present, in order for us to know which button to press to reset our future. I believe we have a future according to the Bible. God knows what he thinks toward us. It is good and not evil, to give us a hope and a future. And so having that as a promise from God, it makes every sense in all the world for us to think about it, work towards the same, and be able to fit into that plan that God has for us. I believe if you're a believer like me, you know that we can have glorious plans, we can have excellent plans of our own, but those plans can never be better than God's plan for us. And so as individuals and as we go about our lives, we must remember God's plans are superior to our plans. God's thoughts are superior to our thoughts. God's purposes are superior to our own purposes. And so buying into God's plan, buying into God's purpose is all that we need in order for us to live our lives to the fullness and be able to maximize our potential. So please, let's ensure that we do that. Jakindube, your device not connected. You're missing something about the coordination between the camera and the audio. Please let StreamYard control the camera and the audio. You will be set to be added to the studio and the show will have begun. So mzee, jaribu hakikisha StreamYard ndio inafungua kamera yako na inafungua audio yako. Ikishafanya hivyo utakuwa ndani na tutakuwa tunaendelea mbele. Thank you so much, Henry Ondari Priest. We appreciate you for joining us. Please, let's keep joining. Let us keep joining as we pray from the Jakindube. Join mara moja tuanze kumuuliza maswali. Popote ulipo, tafadhali tujue uko area gani. Kuna Harriet Otieno. I'm watching live from Gashie, Nairobi area. Thank you so much. Watching from Kasarani, Nairobi. Thank you. Unasema kazi poa. Tunakushukuru kabisa. Tuendelee kujumuika hapa Mtembei TV. Naamini unatupata kwa njia iliyo safi. Tujulishe uko wapi, tujulishe unatupata vipi. Kama kuna shida fulani tuelezee ili turekebishe, tuhakikishe kama tunafanya yale mambo ambayo yanabariki kila maisha na yanabadilisha maisha ya mwingine. Wakati tunamsubiri mzee wetu afike, tunaomba kama kuna mtu anaweka video yake, tafadhali like hiyo video akisema subscribe, na kama huja subscribe kwa Mtembei TV, fanya vivyo hivyo tafadhali, ili tuendelee kujimarisha na kuelewa kile ambacho kinapaswa kufanyika. Hii ni special show in the Eye of the Elders, ambapo tunategea mzee Jakindube tuambie. Huyu ni mzee ambaye amekula chumvi, amekuwa hapa pre-colonial, amekuwa hapa during colonial, amekuwa hapa post-colonial, amekuwa hapa enzi hizi zote, ili anao ujuzi ambao sisi ambao tumezaliwa hivi juzi tunaweza kosa kuelewa. Kwa hivyo tukimsikiliza mzee kama huyu akituelezea mambo yalikuwa vipi hapo awali, tutaweza kuelewa mahali tulipo, ili tukifanya uamuzi wa siku za usoni itakuwa uamuzi ambao unaeleweka. Kuna hii dhana ambayo vijana wengi wanayo, ambao wamepewa kasumba ya kusema kwamba yaliyopita si ndwele, tugange yajayo. Na katika hiyo hali wanataka kutupilia mbali kila kitu ambacho kinatoka katika historia. Ndipo wamechanganyikiwa hapa katikati, kwa sababu wewe huwezi kukaa na mizizi zako kisha wewe uwe na uwezo wa kusimama mahala popote. It is your roots that hold you together. Without your roots, you can't stand the storms of life. And as a nation, what needs us together? What makes us a nation? We need to get that right. And that is why we are doing this special show. The other show, which is Open Forum, it will be coming later on tonight after 9 o'clock. And we'll be looking at the qualities of the kind of leader that we need as a nation. So you can begin to prepare for that. That one will be Open Forum, where everybody comes into the studio and we will be discussing qualities of the leader that Kenya needs now in the 2022 elections. And we'll be looking at leadership from all levels, from the MCA, from the MP, from the women rep, from the senator, the governor, and the president. Because there are things that we are ignoring as Kenyans that are causing us to remain in the same place no matter how many elections we hold. Okay, the country has not been able to forge steps forward because of the quality of leaders that we are putting in those offices. And so tonight's show from 9 o'clock, it will be on that. What qualities are you looking for in your MCA? What qualities are you looking for in your decision for the MP? What qualities are you looking for in your decision for the women rep and for the senator, for the governor, and for the president? Until we begin to talk about these things, we will not be able to make informed decisions. Euphoria decisions, decisions made out of emotional excitement, will not give us the stability we need, will not give us the way to go as we ought to go. And so let's ensure that you are in by 9 o'clock. For that, quality leadership requires quality leaders. For us to have a quality nation, we must have quality leadership. We're living in a day when standards don't matter. Anybody can make noise, convince people, and then as long as he has convinced people, we say democracy is about numbers. It is not numbers only. We need to have quality on those numbers, okay? Having numbers alone and those numbers are carrying nothing, it doesn't matter much, okay? Because you can leave this country with let's say 100,000 Kenya shillings, and then when you cross the border, you become a millionaire by changing 100,000 just from our neighbor here. And you know, what the number here is many numbers there. That is what I mean. So it is not just about numbers, it's the quantity that number represents, it's the quality that number represents. And so we need to begin to interrogate some of these decisions we are making, especially in relation to leadership, so that we are really equipped to see to it that hii nchi tukiweka kwa mikono ya fulani, hii nchi itasonga mbele, ama tukiweka kwa mikono ya fulani itadorora. And so please be here by 9 p.m. tonight, that's East African time, for that elaborate discussion. But this is a special show in the Eye of the Elders. Our elder seemed to have issues with his devices. I don't know what happened. I think he has moved from his usual residence, and so he's having problem connecting. But let's give him some time. He is working towards getting into the studio and be able to talk to us. Thank you, Justas, watching from the USA. Karibu kwa show. David Malaki, Useless Bernard, ODM sympathizer. What makes you think that ODM needs to be sympathized with? ODM is one of the oldest parties, the strongest party, the largest party. And I believe anybody in their proper understanding, we should have some level of respect for a party that has been in existence for that long and still holds together. It's a party that I believe most younger parties needs to go and benchmark. It has held grassroots elections, time without number. There are parties that have been in existence 10 years. They can't hold grassroots elections. Nobody sympathizes for ODM. So I believe you must have a personal problem with ODM. No problem. You're free and entitled to whatever you think. But ODM is one of the strongest parties to the best of my knowledge. And you need to investigate that and be able to come to your own conclusion. I'm not here to speak for ODM. We're here to look at our past, our present, and our future from the eye of the elders. Samuel Wamae Jambo, thank you. Karibu kwa show. Philip Otieno Oyo, you're doing a good job. Mtembei, watching live from Kisumu West constituency. Thank you, Philip, for joining us from Kisumu City, the city in the lake. We salute you. We appreciate you. I'm watching from America, Gaddafi TV. Thank you so much, Gaddafi TV. We see you, or you're a faithful follower of this particular channel. And there was an appeal for people to subscribe to Gaddafi TV. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. Remember, we're here for brotherhood. We're here to support one another. And so don't ignore an appeal for you to subscribe, like, share, and, celebrate your brother, your sister in the work they are doing, especially online. Let's also, if you have an opportunity you want to share out, like a job opportunity, you want to get credible people, you can also share it on this channel. In the comments there, somebody may run in and find a solution for his problem. So don't just be here as a solution, not part of the problem. Thank you everyone for your patience. I've really waited for Jakindube. I'm still waiting. He will be here. He's been trying to get through, but his device is not connecting rightly. So we will still give him some more time to work on his device. And when he's able to join, he will be able to tell us the story of Kenya and how we can relate to it. Cosmas Karanja, thank you, watching from Kachmega. Thank you so much, County. But I'm from Mount Kenya. Baba all the way. He is trustworthy and doesn't lie. Thank you. We'll be discussing that from 9 o'clock. So be here to see to it. We must raise the bar high there for us to get quality leaders for our great country. We can't move to the next level adhering to the lowest standard. We can only move to the next level adhering to the highest standard. Until we break the record, we are still below everyone else. And so a demand for quality leadership is what will help the nation move to a quality nation that will give us quality life. I believe that's something that we need to look at, no matter how impossible it may seem. It is possible. It is said, necessity is the mother of invention, and where there is a will, there is a way. We can have superb quality leaders, and they are all homegrown. They are all available here. We have quality people in this nation that can make this nation a first world. We just need to ventilate on the same and be able to make decisions that will help us help this country become what it was envisioned to be by our founding fathers, and be able to deliver to those dreams for our children and for our children's children. We have John Kwinga Ndunda. Kwani mnapatikana wapi kwa TV? Pole, hatuko kwa terrestrial TV, tuko online full time. Kwa hivyo tunapatikana papa hapa, hatujaingia hiyo terrestrial TV, lakini tuko njiani, tutafika tu. Endelea kutuombea na kututafutia njia. Asante sana kwa kuuliza, John Kwinga Nduta. Cosmas Karanja, keep it up, especially the polls that you are usually providing an eye-opener. Thank you. We salute you. So let's keep working, let's keep talking, let's keep sharing. Kenya is our country. I keep emphasizing that, and it is our responsibility to make Kenya great. It's our responsibility to make Kenya productive. It is our responsibility to make Kenya prosperous. The moment we accept that responsibility, we will begin to decide rightly. Let us not let selfish leaders drive us into us making them leaders only for them to fleece the country, only for them to delay the breaking forth of this country. Let us take the control of this country in our hands as the citizenry, as the voters. Let us make sure that whatever we put in that ballot, it's our decision. It is not somebody's manipulation. It is not somebody's euphoria. It is your personal decision that you're contributing for your country. You're contributing for the future of this country. Until we begin to look at it from that angle, we are not ready to determine the outcome of this country. Let's not make anybody make us decide otherwise when we think it is otherwise. Sober decisions can help us a great deal. So after the emotions, after the dance, after the clapping, after the shouting, it is time to cool down, relax yourself, and look at this critically. This person that I'm voting for, uh, how how will he make sure that my next 5 years are productive years, are prosperous years, are progressive years, so that we don't just uh, move around and keep hoping and praying. We shouldn't need more prayers after we have done elections. We need to have more prayers before we do elections, so that when we have chosen credible people into those offices, they will be able to give us great results, uh, without us having to invest too much in praying for them to be able to do that. So let us not put problems into office. Let's put solutions into office. Let's put people into office who are able to deliver, able to do what they are in office to do. All these games we are seeing right now, somebody gets into office and all he's there is to cut deals and run the country down. We should not allow ourselves to get back there. We must chart the way forward in ensuring that everything that can make Kenya great is what we put in office. Any person who has no heart for this country, he has no business being in the office of that runs this country. Any person who has no burden for the youth, burden for the children, burden for the children yet unborn. Foresight. There are some decisions we make that have no consideration of the kind of world we'll be having 10 years time, 50 years time, 100 years time. Without that being in view, whatever decisions we make now will only drag us behind. So when we envision that 20 years from now, the world will be like this, and for us to be part of that world, we need to upgrade this and that. Will still be here when everything will be overtaken by every event and be left, without fitting into what is demanded of us. Jakindu Bay, I can see you, but your device is not well connected. I don't know how we're going to help you. I don't know what happened. Are you on phone? If you're on phone, you need to restart your phone. Please allow StreamYard to control your camera and control your audio. You will be able to join. But as at now, it's impossible. Device not connected. Still getting the same response. As we wait for Mzee Jakindube, you can keep inviting somebody to continue watching. I believe you are profiting even from what we are saying here. And you can also put a question to me or to Mzee while you are watching and waiting. It is important. Let's talk to each other. What kind of nation do you want? What kind of world do you want? I read a statement many years ago and said that 75% of people who don't like the world the way it is, they can't also tell you what kind of world they want. Now, that is a very serious allegation, okay? 75% of the people who don't like the world the way it is, they also cannot tell you the kind of world they want. We are living in a generation that is very negative, okay? Negative, they want to despise everything, dismiss of everyone, and, make light of what they shouldn't make light of. And what is the end result? The end result is that we don't like what is there. We don't know what it should be. And so whatever comes, we hope that it will work. But when we have a definite understanding of the kind of world we want, the kind of Kenya we want, the kind of leadership we want, the kind of future we want, we will be able to demand higher, better, and deserving services, because we demand the kind of world we want, not the kind of world we are being offered with, not the kind of leadership we are being offered with, not the kind of leaders we are being offered with. We need to make a personal decision that you will be responsible for, that you will be proud to stand by the same. Whether the person wins or does not win, let there be some consideration of some particular conviction from your end that tells you that you made this decision soberly with all your senses working, and you want to stand by it for the next 5 years, that nobody will blame you for it, and you will begin to look for excuses. Make a decision of the MCA, the MP, the senator, the women rep, the governor, and the president that you will stand by for the next 5 years without regrets, without you thinking twice. Now, when we begin to talk on this premise, things will begin to happen. And so we look forward at 9 o'clock tonight. We'll be looking into that. So get set and let us make ourselves a people that are responsible in ensuring that we do what is needed. Okay, there is somebody say is it possible to remove the frame? Let me see. Okay, sorry, I think I don't know what happened to my camera, but let me see what to do, because oh God. Unless you get a video to play, I will not be able to work on that. But all the same, let's keep talking one to another. Let's keep sharing. Things are getting better by God's grace. Right, this focus thing. Okay, thank you for bringing that up. I think that is a little better. All right. Thank you, Philip Otieno Oyo, for spotting that. We really appreciate your input. Thank you. Where are we? PGM games. Watch your language. I think you have personal issues, and keep them to yourself. There's no need of us quarreling on simple matters. We are all Kenyans, okay? We are all Kenyans, and we are all people that being different doesn't necessarily make somebody wrong, okay? We are all unique. That's why everybody has his own fingerprints. We are uniquely created by God to be different, and our difference in terms of opinion, in terms of conviction, in terms of belief system, doesn't necessarily mean that I am wrong. You could be the one that is wrong. And so tell me what is wrong with me, not because of I support a particular political persuasion when you support the other political persuasion. We are free to. That's why there is a purpose of us going to the ballot to decide who is who, whose opinion will carry the day. And so we are free to do that. But calling people names is uncalled for, it's unnecessary. Just as thank you, thank you. You say individually and collectively, we are individually and collectively the problem as Kenyans. We have lost morals and sold our dignity to the highest bidder. Okay, something we need to work on. Okay. This stuff is giving me problem because I'm not in our usual studio, so the camera is the settings are affected during transit, but we'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. Jacinto Bay, oh my God. Connected. You need to connect your mic and your camera before we can add you to the stream. That is what the app is saying, Jacinto Bay. Please, if you can get me, attend to the connection between the app, okay, allowing the app to control your camera as well as your audio. Until that is done, it is not possible for you to be added to the studio. Please do that. Please do that. Although we are getting time bad, but whatever happens, let's look forward to doing this again. We'll still have the show in the eye of the elders with a different elder tomorrow, the day after. This is going to be a conversation that we will have over and over until we begin to appreciate what is required of us. Jeff Nyawina, alive from Kilimani, thank you so much. It is okay, it's okay. It is our responsibility to do what is required, no matter what happens. You know, people who blame everyone else for whatever happens run away from responsibility. We say that excuses are the crutches for the non-committed. If you're committed enough, you will do something about what is happening in order to make it better. But if you're looking for an excuse or somebody to blame for where you are, for what is happening with you, that makes you unfit to be the one to call shots, because definitely you will end up blaming somebody else even when your own decisions have delivered you to where you are. So let's be responsible as a people and be able to shoulder whatever it is that we need to shoulder in order for us to, chart the way forward. I believe one of the things that is eating up our society is our inability to raise the next generation in having a sense of responsibility, especially to life, to family, to society as a whole, and to a nation as a whole. We seem to be in this country just to, consume what is available and not think about where will we be from here and what will happen after here. But when we begin to think in that direction, we will be able to take full responsibility and be able to make the difference that is required. Unfortunately, the Jacinto Bay has not been able to get his device right to join, and therefore we will need to end this show here and begin to prepare for the 9 o'clock open forum show, where we'll be looking on leadership qualities that you must look into the people you want to vote for in 2022. So make sure that you prepare for that. We'll be coming live from 9 p.m. all the way to 2 a.m. So make sure that you stick by and participate into that particular show. But all the same, whatever it takes, make a difference in somebody's life today. Being a better Kenyan requires you to be a responsible one. And the responsible one cares about their neighbor, cares about their, those in their sphere of influence. Selfishness can be very disastrous. So life has been built on one value system called selflessness. Selfishness will destroy us, but selflessness will make us a better people. And therefore, being better will help you make the world a better place. God bless you. I look forward to doing this again. We are sorry that our Mzee has not been able to connect his device properly, but we will have him even if it is tomorrow. You can make a date with us. We'll begin a little early from 2 p.m. all the way to 4 p.m. Tomorrow, we will have work on the devices and be sure that we will not be disappointed again. But sorry, you know that technology at times is very frustrating. But nothing is lost. Mzee is still here. We will still be able to glean from his wisdom and grow thereby. Otherwise, let's meet again at 9 p.m. East African time and continue with the discussion on the quality of leaders that we need to fix our country and help it move forward. So the upcoming elections are elections that we must consider quality. We must consider quality. All this garbage in, garbage out, oh, this is my man, huyu ni mtu wetu, we must get beyond that and get to where the bone is pressed there, be able to get the kind of quality that will help propel this country into a better place. So 9 o'clock, see you at that time. My name is Bernard. God bless you.